boys and girls. I would like to invite you to come and take an imaginary trip with me to Antarctica. Now, does anyone remember about where we learned Antarctica is on the globe?
At the bottom.
Very good. Antarctica is at the bottom of the globe. Does anyone remember the weather there?
It's very cold.
Right, Antarctica is very, very cold. And what kind of animals live in Antarctica?
Seals and penguins and whales.
Very good. Today, the book we're reading is titled A Penguin's World. The author is Caroline Arnold. She is also the illustrator. Does anybody remember what an illustrator is?
Somebody who draws.
Very good. Caroline Arnold drew the pictures in this book. Everybody see the picture on the cover page?
Yes.
Okay, pretend to put your coats on because we're going to take our imaginary trip to Antarctica. There are 17 different kinds of penguins. This book is about Adelie penguins. They live in Antarctica. Their habitat is by the ocean, by rocky beaches, and icy sheets. The food they eat are fish and krill. Their height is 30 inches. That's about 2.5 feet, about that tall. Their weight is 11 pounds, and their animal class are birds. Whoosh! An icy wind blows. It is spring in Antarctica, but the air is still chilly. Along a rocky slope, Adelie penguins are building nests. One pair has found a good spot. The mother penguin picks up a rock. Plop! She drops it on the ground. The father adds more rocks. Plop, plop, plop. Soon their rock nest is done. The mother penguin lays 2 smooth eggs in it. Adelie penguins nest in large groups called rookeries. One rookery may have 500,000 birds in it. The penguin parents take turns keeping the eggs warm. In about a month, the eggs are ready to hatch. Crack! A tiny hole appears in one egg. Crack! The other egg breaks too. The shells break open. Inside each egg is a tiny penguin chick. The chicks crouch down in the nest. Their fluffy feathers help keep them warm. Cheep, 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 they cry. Newly hatched penguin chicks are blind and helpless. Their eyes will open after a few days. One penguin parent stays at the nest. The other goes to look for food. In the ocean, the penguins dive through swarms of tiny animals called krill. The penguins swallow huge mouthfuls. They also catch fish to eat. Krill are small shrimp-like animals. They grow to be 1 inch long. Krill are the main food of Adelie penguins. Can everybody see the krill on the bottom of the page?
Yes.
When the parents return to their nest, they cough up food into the chicks' open mouths. The penguin chicks grow fast, doubling their weight every few days. A thick layer of fat grows under their skin. Warm feathers grow over their round bodies. Soon they look like fuzzy bowling balls. The penguin parents watch over their chicks closely. They keep them warm. They shoo away other penguins that come too close. Penguin parents can find their chicks even in a crowded rookery. They know them by the sound of their cheeps. Does anyone remember how many penguins can be in a rookery, we said?
1,000,000?
Close. It was actually 500,000. Isn't that amazing that the penguins' parents can find their chicks just by the sound of their cheeps?
Yes.
When the chicks are 3 to 4 weeks old, their parents leave them alone while they hunt for food. Isn't that amazing that they leave them all by themselves at only 3 to 4 weeks old?
Yes, they're young.
The young penguins join groups of other chicks. They huddle together for warmth and safety until their parents return. The chicks must always keep an eye out for dangerous skuas. These large birds look to snatch young penguins right out of the nest. Gulls and skuas are the main predators of penguin eggs and chicks. In most cases, penguin parents are able to raise only one of their chicks. Can everybody see the skua at the top of the page?
Yes.
Now, we don't have those here in New York, but they do look similar to seagulls, right?
They look like a seagull.
When the chicks are about 6 weeks old, a layer of small sleek feathers replaces their fuzzy coats. The chicks learn to keep their feathers smooth and clean. They spread body oil over their feathers to make them waterproof. Now the penguin chicks are ready for their first swim. A penguin's tightly packed feathers keep it warm and dry. There are more than 70 feathers in 1 square inch. So there's about 70 feathers in about 1 inch. That's a lot of feathers, right?
It is.
Splash! The chicks plummet like torpedoes into the sea. The young penguins paddle with their wings and steer with their feet. At first, they are slow, but with practice, they get stronger. When swimming fast, they leap over the water like dolphins. Penguins can swim faster than any other bird, cruising at about 15 miles per hour. Rotating their powerful wings for speed, they dart through the water. When the penguins are in the water, they must watch out for leopard seals and killer whales. These hunters of the sea like to catch and eat penguins. If one of these animals is spotted, all the penguins speed towards shore. They leap onto land or ice for safety. Adelie penguins can jump 4 times their height as they leap onto shore. Isn't that amazing that they can jump 4 times their height?
Wow, that's high.
The Adelie chicks are now about 4 months old. They are good swimmers and can find their own food. The Antarctic days are growing short. It is time for all the penguins to head out to sea. The penguins will stay at sea all winter, resting on ice sheets and icebergs. But when spring comes, they will return to shore. The beach will once again be filled with the cheeps of new penguin chicks. Okay, boys and girls, I'm going to hand out 2 Post-its to each of you, and I would like you to write down 1 question that you have on 1 Post-it, and one thing interesting that you learned on the other Post-it. Thank you for being wonderful readers, and I hope you enjoyed this book.